Freed from iOS ego and constant drama, Plum is playing like someone who finally got out of basketball jail. She's confident, moves smoothly, shoots with anger, and most importantly, she's winning games. Meanwhile, Angel looks completely out of control, turning the ball over, missing shots, and creating non-stop social media drama, making her performance feel more like chaos than basketball.
On Angel Reese with the left. Great play by Kelsey. And if you notice, the layup is not actually the best part of the play. A little celebration where she does the Angel Reese move that Angel Reese loves to do. Angel Reese loves doing this to people. I wonder if she's ever been trolled by...
This isn't just personal anymore, it's strategic. Other teams have figured her out by watching film and pressuring her early, knowing she falls apart fast. Caitlin Clark tried it first, and once the rest of the league saw Angel struggle under pressure, everyone followed. Now teams go right at her every game, and she looks soft and overwhelmed, unable to respond when things get tough.
Kelsey Plum is a weapon, guys. In the third quarter, the Chicago Sky, we were down maybe 2 to 4 points. Kelsey Plum just kept putting up 3 for 3 for 3 on us. I think she went 6 for 9 at only 5 minutes left in the fourth and final quarter. She made 6 of the 9 3-point shots that she attempted, guys. Just incredible. Okay, Kelsey Plum literally murdered us, okay, and she left us with no remorse.
Let's be honest, this isn't about one bad game anymore. It's becoming a clear pattern that keeps repeating in real time. Angel Reese isn't just struggling, she's failing to live up to expectations game after game. Each performance adds more mistakes, and the excuses afterward only make things worse. The media can try to explain it away, but the numbers, the scores, and the fan reaction tell the real story. People are losing interest because they're not seeing improvement, only the same problems showing up again and again.
You guys have to see this. Angel Reese is the worst athlete on planet Earth. Look at this. How many times? 1, 2, 3. You couldn't give me free tickets, or I couldn't take shelter from a ball of flaming comments coming down from the sky to go to that arena to watch this. I would face death in the streets than to watch bumpy. They look like baby giraffes trying to get their first legs under them. Look. How?
Kelsey Plum's comeback feels like the kind of justice sports fans love to see. The college scoring record that Caitlin Clark broke once belonged to Kelsey, and now that the focus is shifting away from hype and back to real performance, she's reminding everyone why she was on top to begin with. She's not just back, she's playing at a very high level again. At the same time, Angel Reese has faded into the background, showing that strong branding and attention don't mean much if the on-court results aren't there.
This team has found an identity through, in my opinion, their best player, who is Kelsey Plum. Guys, in this game, Kelsey Plum finishes with 28 points. So 28 points, good. Very, very good for Kelsey Plum. However, the thing I want to talk about in particular is Kelsey Plum's ability to shoot and score in bunches. Guys, of those 28 points, I believe 17 of those points came directly in that third quarter.
The truth is, Plum isn't even hiding it anymore. She knows Angel is a weakness, and she knows that provoking her usually works. Angel doesn't respond with toughness or calm. Instead, she gets frustrated, loses focus, and lets things spiral. The confidence and fire she promised haven't shown up consistently on the court. She entered the league with huge hype, but her actual play hasn't matched it. Even her big moments now feel empty, one flashy play here or there, but no real control or impact on winning. And while some in the media keep defending her, the results are hard to ignore. The Sky often look more organized and effective when she's not on the floor. That's not bad luck, it's a pattern, and it's been happening long enough that fans are starting to notice.
Let's go. We back with another reaction. Plum Dog. Kelsey Plum been on fire since she got to LA. She been shutting it down. She dropping 25s and 30s on everybody. Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky showed up to LA today. Plum Dog. Kelsey Plum, you're up. Let's see it.
Takes the inbound feed. Here's Plum, a hop in her step. Plum, the blow by in the left hand.
That early in the game? You too small Angel Reese that early in the game?
Every time Reese gets the ball, a good play quickly turns into a mistake. The missed layups, fouls, and turnovers aren't random problems. They keep happening because nothing has changed. Other teams now plan their defense around her weaknesses since she hasn't adjusted or improved her game. While she stays focused on attention and reactions, Kelsey Plum is out there playing freely and confidently, making the game look easy and enjoyable. The contrast is clear. Plum's comeback shows what happens when talent is matched with focus and discipline, while Reese's struggles look like a slow collapse that has been building for a long time, not just one bad night.
Said it before the draft, Angel would not be a starter if she went to any other team with a strong post player. The truth is the development is lacking. And as a youth basketball coach, I'm never going to stop talking about the fact that the development is lacking from the root.
Fans who once believed in the hype are now starting to see through it. Jersey sales are slowing, highlights are rare, and support is fading as her on-court impact keeps dropping. Chicago didn't just want a popular name. They needed a player who could help them win, and that hasn't happened. Meanwhile, Kelsey Plum looks refreshed and motivated, playing with confidence, energy, and sharp focus now that she's free to be herself. Her play speaks loudly, and the results back it up. The pressure affects Angel, the taunts throw her off, and the scoreboard shows the difference. At this point, her struggles aren't just hurting her image, they're hurting the team. Fans expected intensity and results, but instead they've seen disappointment, and the league isn't waiting around for anyone to catch up.
They're going to lean on her a lot more this year.
Oh my gosh, she's playing defense too? You know, the smallest girl on the floor lock you up like that?
And we're all tied up at 17.
At this point, watching Angel Reese play for the Chicago Sky feels like style without substance. She looks confident, but the results on the court don't back it up. She entered the WNBA with huge hype and strong branding, but after another tough loss, it's becoming clear that her performance hasn't matched the image. Instead of taking responsibility, each post-game turns into explanations and excuses. Meanwhile, Kelsey Plum looks completely refreshed and free on the court. Her movement is smoother, her energy is higher, and she's playing with confidence and focus, like someone who no longer has extra pressure holding her back. The difference between real impact and image has never been more obvious.
Oh, drive by Plum. Once she gets by Reese, it's over.
And then hits her with the too small. Yeah, too small. Kelsey Plum is a badass.
With Aya gone, Kelsey Plum doesn't just look like an MVP-level player. She looks like someone who is finally enjoying basketball again. Her shots are cleaner, her confidence is obvious, and she's playing freely without holding anything back. At the same time, Angel Reese's struggles aren't new or about being young in the league. This isn't an adjustment issue. It's about results not matching the image. The WNBA demands performance, not just popularity, and social media attention can't hide missed shots or bad games. Teams now know her weaknesses and aren't afraid to attack them, and once the pressure starts, her game falls apart quickly. The contrast is clear. Focus and growth lead to success, while image without improvement doesn't last.
First, yesterday, the Sparks took on the Valkyries, a new WNBA team featured in Golden State. And basically, Sparks had to give them the little welcome to the league notice, and Kelsey Plum was the head honcho of the organization.
Kelsey Plum's comeback also challenges the idea that players need attitude or drama to succeed. She's showing that working harder, staying focused, and letting her play speak actually leads to results. Angel Reese, by contrast, is an example of how early fame can become a problem if it isn't matched with growth. Chicago seems to be waiting for her to improve on her own, but that's not how professional sports work. You can't will better shooting or smarter decisions into existence. Despite attempts to frame her numbers as effort, the reality is that when she's on the court, the team often struggles on both offense and defense. Development usually means progress, but her play hasn't improved much. Her shooting and decision-making remain inconsistent, and she often looks more focused on attention than on reading the game. The result has been repeated mistakes instead of meaningful impact.
Everything that I do, I will win. So I I feel very confident about who I am and what I can bring. Because it doesn't matter me being here if I don't affect winning. But I know I can do that at the highest level, so that's what I'm most excited.
Even worse, Angel is now the player every opposing team targets. The scouting report writes itself. Get physical early, throw some trash talk, and she'll mentally check out by the second quarter. That's not just bad for her, it's a real strategic liability. Coaches are loving the chance to exploit her weaknesses. She can effectively be taken out of the game without leaving the court. Her rebounding is just as problematic. Her stats look inflated, and grabbing missed or poorly positioned balls doesn't count as skill. Real rebounds take timing, positioning, and awareness, but hers often feel accidental. Kelsey Plum notices all of this and isn't holding back. Every confident shot, every playful taunt, every clutch play shows she knows exactly where Angel is weak and is taking full advantage. Plum's return as an elite player isn't just exciting, it's proof that hard work, growth, and adaptability still beat hype and social media fame.
The middle of the backboard and went to the left side. She grabbed the rebound, shot it back on the other side. Grabbed the rebound again, shot it back in the middle. She had 5 rebounds in a 30-second span and scored no points.
Nuts.
I don't want to hear nothing. When you go 4 for 16 and you taking point blank range shots, you not.
What makes things worse for Angel is that the spotlight she wanted so badly is now highlighting her flaws. Fans are noticing. The media that once hyped her is starting to question her empty stats and the tension in the locker room, and her teammates aren't hiding their frustration. Applauding alone after a missed shot isn't support. It's a warning sign. Her play isn't just hurting her, it's holding the whole team back. While other squads build chemistry and veterans guide rookies, she's focused on excuses and social media. Each bad game reinforces a pattern, not a one-time slip. Angel isn't a franchise savior anymore. She's a cautionary tale about style over substance. Meanwhile, Kelsey Plum is in full renaissance mode. Her handles are sharp, her shot is falling, and she's dominating games with skill and focus. She doesn't need drama or attention, just the ball, a green light, and a target, and Angel has become the easiest one to aim at.
Man, I don't normally react to and talk about the WNBA, but I had to talk about this. I had to. I don't really want to talk about WNBA because I don't want people to look at me no way talking about these women, but man, when I tell you 0 points, 10 rebounds, let me tell you something. When you're 7 foot tall or 6'11" or whatever, or tall, your field goal percentage should be high.
It's only a matter of time before the Chicago Sky have to make some tough choices. Fans are already looking back at better seasons, realizing they bought into the hype of an Instagram star who hasn't delivered as a cornerstone. Angel's arrival was meant to change the team's trajectory, but instead, it's been a steady decline. The locker room looks unsettled, the coaches look drained, and even the mascot is probably considering a career change. Meanwhile, Kelsey Plum is thriving, focused, distraction-free, and scoring at will. Her freedom from chaos is fueling her performance, making her game sharper and more precise. The contrast between her rise and Angel Reese's struggles feels like poetic justice. The player once billed as the future is now folding under pressure, while veterans carry the team. Real performance doesn't need self-promotion. The stats speak for themselves. Right now, Angel is all style, no substance, and even that style is starting to fade.